Okay, everyone, welcome to the start of our Origin sneak peek for the mouth cards. So we have a wonderful double talk here. Is this double talk? It's putting everyone to sleep. So today we have our next Origin sneak peek, the mouth cards. We love the theory crafting you guys have put together. And cards are dynamic and they will change over time. So leading the way, we have the Aguas. Okay, so the Aguas is opening with a catfish, right? This is the healer one. So this is interesting because this heals for HP equal to 50% of unblocked damage, right? And the reason why that's significant is if someone plays a secret and you hit the secret and it is 60 shield, right? Then this no longer gets the heal. This gets blocked. So this is not as strong as it seems. Lamb is deal 20 bonus damage if this Axie's HP is above 75%. So Lamb is used early. This is the first turn card. So to counter this, you could actually attack this Axie earlier, right? To prevent it from getting the bonus damage. How do you counter that? You play heals. If you can heal yourself back up to above 75%, you will always get the bonus damage, right? This adds a 20, brings it up to 85, which is a very strong 1 energy card. Very strong. Lamb looks OP. It's OP, but if you know they have a lamb, right? Because you see the body part, you go for it first. You go for it first. Yeah, double anemone will come back. Yeah, yep. I don't think they will try to kill double anemone. We have Piranha. A Piranha applies bleed. And from what I've seen, I believe bleed is deals damage either per card played. Whoops. Per card. I don't know if it's per card played or per card played on Axie. Right? If this Axie is bleeding and it's playing cards, it will receive damage. It will bleed itself. Lamb is already above average. Yeah, Lamb is already going to be strong. It might get nerfed. Risky Fish. 90 damage. Actually hits harder than Lamb. Hits 5 damage harder than Lamb, but applies weak on this Axie for 2 turns. And I believe weak is should be about minus 25%. Minus 25% damage. Oh, good morning, Claudine. You're here just in time to look at the body parts. We're looking at the mouth parts right now. So we have the Beast. We have the Nut. Okay, we have the Classic. All Nutcracker cards of this Axie gain plus 6 damage to this battle. Guys, I've seen someone theorycraft. And Lozlo, you're in here. Pay attention. Nutcracker has an eye part or an ear part. It has an extra part, right? So it would get plus 18, I believe. Because when the eyes and ears become relevant, they would get plus 18. So this actually puts this card at 78 per, which can be really, really good because it's reliably good. Is bleed like poison? I don't think so, Kibson, because they have poison and bleed, which I think they will keep separate, right? Okay. And then now we have Goda. Goda is a banish. So this, once it's played, you get rid of it for the rest of the match. It shuffles 1 Void into your opponent's discard pile. We haven't seen Void yet. If Void is what I think it is from Slay the Spire, Void is a card with no inherent cost, but when drawn, it's very bad. -1 energy. But maybe it should be a banish, right? No, because this banishes. This adds a brick card to their deck. I bought this boy hoping the Nutcracker still synergized with Imp. Okay. Interesting. Bleed might be anti-heal. Scarab has no more anti-heal effect, and bleed is added to 4 to 5 different cards. Maybe logic, and good to see you, my friend. We can see about that. So what they said here is you rock the nuts, right? Because you can rock 3 nut cards here. 1, 2, and 3. So if these all are plus 6, it actually adds a lot of value. If the Nutcracker on the ear carries through into being a nut card. That was just going to be very, very interesting. Oh, whoops. I did not want to click. So let's take a look at Axie Kiss. Is Axie Kiss? Logic, I want to see your Sudoku bird come back. Target any enemy. Apply Death Mark for 4 turns if this Axie's HP is below 50%. So Death Mark for 4 turns. It does not seem like it would be crit. I don't believe it would be crit. I think it's adding flat damage, not percentage, for 4 turns. Otherwise, it'd be too strong. Maybe it's adds 10. My interpretation is that each use adds plus 6. Okay, so for the Nutcracker, no, I believe it's not a, maybe actually, maybe all Nutcracker's cards of this actually gain plus 6 this battle, perhaps. Kamikaze lineup. Logic had an amazing Kamikaze bird. He let me try it, and it was amazing. I didn't know how to play it well, but it was amazing. It says gain, right? It has gain, but it doesn't have a... maybe. It will be interesting. Okay, so we have confident, right? We have self-confidence here. He's looking actually more angry than self-confident. Target any ally. Cleanse 1 debuff. So we have the mint action, right? Where we can remove debuffs. And then we grant 2 rage. And we're not 100% sure what rage is yet. Rage could be plus strength, which in Slay the Spire it's plus damage per. So if you have plus 2 strength, it is plus 2 attack per every attack. Because the thing that makes that strong is on multi-hitting attacks, you will get maximum benefit. They say it's the new crit mechanic, but alas, I don't think they would make it crit. I think they would make it bonus damage and not crit, so it's reliable. So probably guaranteed crit when you reach X rate. Maybe, that is true. We'll see, right? It'll either be crit, which I hope not, but I think it might be plus strength. So as you progress through the match and you get more and more rage buildup, your attacks get stronger and stronger over time. Yeah, it could be interesting. Because I'm seeing how much they're drawing from Slay the Spire, right? Okay, so we got Zigzag. This will be a common card because everyone's playing it. It's actually going to be very much like Catfish, right? Unblocked damage. It has to be unblocked. So you can counter this with shields. Sirius is a discard. We have a discard style. So Sirius is 90 damage, which is really, really good. It's actually one of the highest stat lines, but you discard 1 card. You say, oh, this could be bad. But if you have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you play out your first 2 best cards, right? You play out your first 2 best cards. You have 3 cards you can't play. You choose to play the Sirius to deal the 90 damage, and it'll just simply discard one of these. The only problem is if you're somehow forced to play Sirius first. You cannot play Sirius first. Sirius OP and everyone uses it. I believe the damage will get reduced. I think they will take away probably 15 damage. They will probably bring it stat line 75, which would be a lot more reasonable. Herbivore! Alonso, can I have the veggie guy back? Look, Herbivore, if initial, heal 15. If you guys know, I told you that initial is first card. Initial is first card played. That means if you draw a hand with 3 initials, you have to choose 1 to play. So you can't play Herbivore for healing twice in a row. You can only play it once at a time. Silence Whisper. Target any ally. 65 heal. This is actually the largest heal in the game right now. So because this is actually a legitimate thing, you can have what is called a support Axie. Alonso, can you breed support Axies? Those ones are the ones that can pull up shields, that can heal, that can play secrets, but it doesn't actually attack on its own. It would just be purely supporting. Can that work? Herbivore is so cute. I know. Look at, he says goodbye to meat. He banished the meat and he says, no, he's sad. He's sad because the meats are leaving. Look, he's crying because he's like, my meat, it's okay. I'm not sad. Double talk. If initial, apply sleep for 4 turns. This is interesting because from what I have seen, sleep can be removed by Cuckoo. Cuckoo actually, they had that in a reveal where Cuckoo removes sleep. It takes away sleep. So is sleep gonna be overpowered? Is sleep what I think it is? Because from what I think is sleep is can't play. Let me just write as quickly as possible. I'm getting better at writing. Can't play until attacked. I believe you're put to sleep, and if something hits you, deals damage to you, it will wake up your Axie. I think that's right. So you can use that to stall, right? But any attack can wake it up. So you can't play AoE cards. You have to actually see it through. So Peacemaker applies weak. So this is negative 25% damage, I believe. And then it says, if target previously has weak, deal 15 more damage. So if you're running this, you would run it with other cards that apply weak as well, right? So you can add more and more synergy. So one Axie plays weak, and then you play Peacemaker to deal the bonus damage, right? So we're going to have certain archetypes where it's like, I'm going to play a weak deck, or I'm going to play a not an initial deck. Because here we have Hungry Bird, right? This is Insectivore. It's the same thing as Veggie Delight. It's initial ill heal, so it can only be played on the first. So but this will heal the Axie, so this heals the bird, so we have no control over the healing. But stat line wise, it's 65 damage, plus 15 healing, which is 80 total stats, which is very strong. But it can only be played once, right? You play this at the start of the turn, and that's it. All heals now seem to be so low. Yes, you're right, Hannah. Except for the fact that the heal on Silent Whisper here is 65. This is actually one of the biggest heals in the game. So, I'll start breeding Silent Whispers. Okay, Little Owl now is a real card. It does real Soviet damage. All Little Owl cards of this battle gain 6 damage this turn. Huh. And there's a lot of cards that's just copy pastas. Yes, I think they actually are allowing for a lot more overlap, Alazal. Instead of having all these cards be unique, if they have less cards, they can make them more streamlined and balance them a little bit more easily. So this is interesting because I believe from what we have right now, we only have the mouth part and maybe like one ear or eye part, right? So plus one part. Is this worth it compared to Nutcracker? That's going to be interesting. Servers back up yet? I'm not sure yet. Oh, Angus Beef, good to see you. Yeah, we're going over the origins because we're all so excited. Okay, that's the bird part. Now we're going to look at the bug. The bug is rocking the mosquito, right? So the mosquitoes are heal HP equal to unblocked damage. So it's same as Catfish and the other healing cards, right? Again, unblocked. Pincer applies bleed, right? We speculate that's number of that bleeds damage per action card played. Ooh, interesting. Bleed might switch places with poison. This is all speculation, guys. This is all speculation. Bleed might deal damage per card played. Per card, right? As opposed to poison, which poison deals damage per turn. Per full turn, like from a player turn. That would be interesting. Because Slay the Spire, poison deals damage at the end of the turn. Or, oh no, the start of your opponent's turn. So that would be very interesting. And bleed is more of a active damage over time. Cute Bunny is applied. This is horrifying! Holy crap! This is horrifying! It's like an alien. It's like Bloodseeker's Rupture or something. Yes, Dipsel, that's what I speculated. I believed it would be like something where you punish people for playing too many cards, right? So apply fear. It applies fear on me as well. So fear, we speculated that the Axie can't take its 4 actions blocked, but it can be removed by other Axie's cards played, right? Oh, this thing's evil. In Axie, I played poison. I guess I'll try. No. Alazal, stop. You're better than that. So Square Mouth is a 0, right? Running for 25 damage. If initial deal damage bonus equal to current shield. This is a very tricky thing because the only way to apply shield, does that mean shield has carryover? That means shield has to carry over in some way, because if you have your dumpling here and he gets attacked, right? A secret gets triggered. A secret gets triggered and it adds, say, 65 shield. Now it says deal damage equal to current shield. So it deals 25 plus 65, right? For 90 damage. But can you do something ridiculous? Can you give yourself like 180 shield? And then this adds on the 200 or the 25 damage. And then this 0 cost suddenly deals 205? No way. No way. Would that be a setup? Because it says deals bonus damage equal to your current shield. So it's an armor item. So the more shield you have, the more damage it deals. No, Spiky Wing is the more shield they have, right? This is your Axie's shield. This is the bug that plays this will actually deal damage based on his current shield. The only problem is it has to all be reactive because initial means this has to be the first card played. You cannot play other shield cards and then play Square Mouth. You need to play all of your shields last turn, and then now you get to play this card. So that's going to be a really tricky setup, but I can see crazy things if you do a secret team, right? So if you have a secret team where you place secret, they attack your bug. Now your bug has 65 times 3, and then he can play Square Mouth next turn, and it hurts. But you can only play it once. You can only play it once at the start of your turn. We have the Reppy boys. Okay, the reptiles are going to come in. We have the Razor Mouth, right? Why so serious? Heal damage equal to unblock. So this is a standard for mouth parts, which I think is good. They keep a theme, right? Kotaro is 30 damage, so very weak. Deals 2 hits to random enemies. So now we have the RNG factor. So gain 1 energy if hit at least 2 enemies. So this is... Oh no, we have RNG because it can hit the same Axie twice. It can hit... If it hits the front twice, you get no energy. But if it hits 2 times, right? I would hate this. This is super random now. So you can lose based off of RNG because of this card, or you can win based off of RNG. Because this is a streamlined 30 plus 30. Because it hits twice, so it is a 60 damage card, so it standardizes itself with things like Razor Mouth. I like that card a lot. Are you gonna do that? A Razor Mouth? So Tiny Turtle, okay. They changed it. Originally it said apply stun for 1 turn if this attack breaks shield. And they said we're not breaking shield now. You now cause HP loss. What I believe stunned is 2 turns. 2 cards played, I believe. So it's like what stun is now, but it's not removed on other cards played. It is 2 cards that have to be played on that one Axie, I believe. Because if it's stunned for 2 turns, so that you can't play that Axie for 2 turns, I think that's too strong. Can also hit summons. Oh, Predations, that's right. It can also hit summons. It says enemies specifically, but it didn't specify Axies. That's going to be an interesting difference there. Possible to play 2 Kataros in 1 turn? Yes, I believe so. Because it has no initial requirement. It can be played at any time. Since Axies will only have 1 card for each body part, if you have more than 1 Kataro, you can play it more than once, right? If you have 3 reptiles and they all have Kataro, you could technically draw all 3 Kataros and play 3 in 1 turn. Kataro is useless in 1v1. Oh, Xenial! That's a very good call right there. This is a terrible card in the 1v1. Very, very good call. In the 1v1, this does not do anything anymore. It hits for 30 and 30. It does not give energy, so it's just a standard 60 damage card after the 2 other Axies die. As long as they don't summon. If they're a summoner, you can still use it. And then so we have Toothless Bite here. So we have a backdoor card. If initial, this card targets the furthest enemy. Okay, so what happens here? If initial, that means you can only ever play 1 Toothless per turn. So Toothless Bite is 1 per turn because it says initial. That means you cannot draw 3 of these and play all 3 of them back to back. Wow, this writing is awful. I can't write use on my mouse. So maybe not true. 1v1 might be completely different with Robin, Telescope, Mushroom. Yes, you could summon. So if you killed the other 2 Axies and left the summoner alive, they would be hesitant to summon because now you can punish their summons with the Kataro. If they summon, you end up giving your opponent energy. And we're actually out of it. This is actually the final bits of our Origin Mouth reveal. I hope you guys enjoy, and we will have more next time.